value. So if you accumulate 1,000 legacy points and you are a basic, they'll be worth $200 in the world. Okay, if you accumulate 1,000 legacy points and you're a premier, they'll be worth 400 in the world. If you accumulate 1,000 legacy points and you are Explorer member, they'll be worth 600 in the world. If you accumulate 1,000 legacy points and you are a Pathfinder member, they'll be worth $800 in the world. One more time. If you accumulate 1,000 legacy points and you are a legend, they'll be worth $1,000 in the world. Okay, that's how it works. So think about how many legacy points did you get in the last round? Anybody want to type in? 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10? Anybody get over 10,000 legacy points here? That's quite a significant jump, isn't it? Did anybody get over 20? I'm calling 20. Anybody get over 20,000 legacy points? Who did over 20? Put 20,000. Anybody over 20? Oh, okay. Anybody did over 50? Did anybody do over 50,000? That's actually watching this training right now. Over 50,000 legacy points in the first round. You guys are absolutely amazing. Okay. 50,000. As a basic, they're worth 10 grand in the world. Not your old ones. I'm talking about new. Let's say this was new and you had your 50,000 legacy points. They would be worth 10,000 as in the world. If you're a legend, they would be worth 50,000 in the world. You get it? So how many more citizenships can you take? How many more mayor positions, vice president position, chancellor position, congressman or congresswoman position can you take? Okay, that's what we're talking about. GS Lifestyle Voucher. Now, the basic and the premier do not have any physical, doesn't carry assets. And when I look at, the card, to me, it is an asset because it carries my money. Yeah. And it allows me to move money around. And that's the most important thing, everybody, about this GS Lifestyle. Once you start to use it, you'll never want to be without it. I will tell you, having the ability to be flexible in moving your money around, you can't pay a price for it. Okay. The worst feeling in the world is knowing that you have money and that you can't have access to that money. That's the worst feeling in the world, when you need it and you can't have access to it. So flexibility, liquidity. Can somebody type that in the text chat for me, please? Liquidity. That's the most important thing, is to know that you're in, but if you need to, you can get out, right? How many of you love to sit? Okay, total off tangent, I know, but it's a Nitsa Nakos moment. How many of you are the type of people that when you go in the airplane, you sit aisle seat? Anybody sit aisle seat on the airplane? Yeah, that's me. Absolutely. How many of you at a movie theater like to sit, aisle seat, movie theater? Yeah? Okay. Then maybe you understand my point a little bit more, okay? Because you got to know how to be able to get out when it's time, everybody, right? So that is, for me, one of the biggest advantages for this account, GS Lifestyle account, the movement, the flexible movement of money. Easy to get in, easy to get out. And now, of course, we know we've got our G999 on there as well. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of them. And of course, G999 as well. Now, so for the GS Lifestyle, you do get a voucher that's good for a basic card or a basic account. You get a voucher in your Pathfinder that's good for an aluminum account. And then you get a voucher in your Legend that's good for a stainless steel account. So it would be over $1,000 in here. That would be over almost over 400 plus in here, and over 75 in here. Okay, into the basic. So if you already have, let's say you're already, I don't know, you already own a stainless steel card and you upgrade to Explorer, and you say, well, what am I going to do with the voucher? Well, what are you going to do with it? Get creative. Do you give it away? Go sponsor somebody and give it away to somebody. Pay it forward. Run an incentive in your team. That's what we do. You've got a voucher. It's good. It's good for a card. It's good for an account. Gift it, give it, incentivize, use it within the family, whatever you want to do. It's your voucher and it's worth the account, basic aluminum and steel. Then we have signature cards. You caught that moment on stage, and it was like 4:30 in the morning for me, 72 hours preparing for the event. And I have to be honest, the moment that the signature cards, when Alex had the people on stage and he called back the winners who won the coins, from the singing contest, and he was literally just showing and demonstrating how easy it is to move coins into somebody's wallet, using the signature card. Tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom. These cards are absolute next level technology. The actual card connected to the app, talking to one another, okay? These cards, for me, here's the way I look at it. This is a wallet. It's a cold storage. It's safety and security, protecting your coins by taking them offline, but also protecting your passwords, so you don't have to, or private keys, you don't have to fiddle around like, what's my private key, where is it? It's all stored in here. Tap, boom, open up your account, make the transaction. Tap, boom, send, open up your account, open up your wallet, whether it's mobile, whether it's desktop. That signature card is it. So you get one signature card, nothing in the entry levels, but you do get one for the Explorer, you get two in the Pathfinder, you get three in the Legend. These signature cards are valued at $99 a piece, okay? And somebody asked me the other day, well, why would I want three? And I said, look, how many G999s do you have? And he said, over 1 million anyway. I'm like, okay, so you're telling me that you would want to keep all your money in one place? No, he said, no. I'm like, exactly. Wealthy people do not have all of their eggs in one basket. Yeah, they've got several accounts around the world that hold their assets. Yeah, same with us. Think about these signature wallets. It's an account that you're bringing offline to protect your assets, but as well the ability to store your private keys and easily open your wallet, easily send transactions from wallet to wallet. So that's the signature card. Then we have the leverage piece, right? The G999 leverage. How much is your G999 worth in the world? That's the question. That's the value of this. How much is your G999 worth in the world? What can you get in the world with your G999? Okay. And so for basic and premier, your G999 is worth market price. So whatever G999 you have, market price, you're in the world, you're taking over ownership. Okay. When you are an explorer and you acquire G999, it has the value of a 2x. So it's worth 2 times the amount in the world. So if you have $1,000 worth of G999, and now you take it into the world, you have $2,000 buying power in the world. If you are a Pathfinder and you have $1,000 worth of G999, okay, that you acquire, that $1,000 is worth $4,250. It has $4,250 buying power in the world. And as a legend, a same 1,000 has 7,000 buying power in the world. And I went back to that example. What if you could take citizenship of a country with $1,000? It'll be less, but what if you could with 1,000? What does that mean? You would, as a basic, you would get access to one. If you have that 1,000 and you're a basic, you'd have access to one country. As a Pathfinder, okay, as an explorer, as a premier, you have access to one country. If each country was 1,000 to take citizenship in these countries. If you are an explorer, you would be able to take what? 2 countries. If you are a Pathfinder, you would be able to take what? 4 countries, citizenships. And if you were a Legend, just that same 1,000, but depending on which pack you own, if you're a Legend, you would then be able to take ownership of 7 countries with that same $1,000. Does this make sense, everybody? Okay. Now I know some countries you can get a lot less, a few bucks. Okay. Some countries might be more than 1,000 to get citizenship. But this just gives you an example of how we use the leverage in GS World with our G999. It's tied to the pack. And then we've got the Movenpick property token assets. Now I want you guys to pay really close attention to this, okay? Because this is really where the rubber meets the road. Ultimately, in our basic and our premier pack, there are no hard assets, okay, in property, but they do start at Explore. 144 XLT tokens is what? 1 square foot, okay? Now, if you take out a calculator, and I'll take out mine, we have 3 phases, right, to this property deal. What we're buying right now is a token, property token, that's $9.63. So if I get 144 included in my pack at $9.63, it's 1,386, okay? But 963 is the price that people pay to buy it now, to get in now. You are not paying, you're paying for a pack that includes these coins. And these coins are not worth 963. Think of it like a pre-open deal. Phase 1, they're sold at 963. Phase 2, you're already getting a 30% increase because in phase 2, they're worth over $12. In phase 3, which is going to be the opening price, okay, when this property opens and people start to rent and take ownership of these suites and it becomes occupied, the price of each token, each square inch is $15.68. That's the price. You want to do it now, right? Get as many of these tokens now in phase 1 because that represents a 60% increase. And dare I use the word, I will, it's a guaranteed increase of 60%. Because in December, when this is over, and then occupation is already happening, and then where rewards start to get paid out, each square inch is worth $15.68. And it could go higher and higher and higher from there. Has the real estate in Dubai increased over the last 1 year since COVID? 2 years? Yes, it has. 3, 4, 5, it's boomed over the last 5 years. So can it boom over the next 5 more years? I think it can. Do you think so? Can we potentially see a bigger than a 60% if we buy now or we get in now? Can we see grow higher than $15.68 per square inch? I believe we will. Okay, but from phase 1 to phase 3, it's already a 60% increase. So take the 144 and multiply it by 15.68. It's $2,257. So when you upgrade to Explore, or when you acquire an Explorer pack, and let's say you don't have any membership, you're brand new, you're in for $2,999, $2,257 of that is property. That would be 75%. 75% is asset, complete asset in an Explorer pack. Now, how many of you are already basic members? Basic. If you're a basic, it's going to cost you $2,850 to upgrade. And $2,270 of that $2,850 is value property. If you are already a premier at $999, that's a big one. That's $1,000 savings. It's going to cost you $2,000 to upgrade. Your $2,000, you're getting back $2,275 in property value based on December's price value for the Movenpick. You follow me, everybody? So you are way ahead, and that doesn't even take into consideration your leverage, your signature cards, your, the basic, voucher, the value of your legacy points. What are those going to mean? Powerful, okay? In the Pathfinder, 288, 2 square feet. So let's double that. We take 288, we multiply it by 15.68, which is the value of the per token in the third phase, is over 4,500. So let's look at it. If you're brand new, you have never picked up a pack, you purchase a Pathfinder because you wanted all of this and the 2 square feet. For your 5,999, 4,500 of that, which is 75%, is in property. 75% is in property in Dubai, okay? Now, if you already are a basic, it's gonna cost you 5,850. If you already are a premier, and you do this before the end of the month, it's gonna cost you 5,000. So now let's put it into context. You're a premier, you upgrade to the Pathfinder for 5,000, you're in for 5, and what you're getting back is 4,500 in property value, Movenpick, third phase. You're getting all of this 80% value on your legacy points, a voucher for an aluminum card, 2 signature cards, and the 425% or 4.25 times leverage in the world. Then we have the Legend, 432, 3 square feet. So let's do it. 432 multiplied by 15.68, 6,773 in property value. If you have never owned a pack, you go in, you want it all. And that's who buys a Legend, the people who want it all. I don't want to fuss with anything. I don't want to mess with anything. I want to get the most for my money. I want to be in the best position to increase my wealth as fast as I can, the best way I can. That's the Legend pack. If that's you and you have not picked up a pack before, 11,999, you're going to get 6,773 in property. That represents it represents 56%. 56% in property value. If you are already a basic, you're going to pay 11,850. If you are already a premier, you're going to pay 11,000. So over 60% is property value if you're already a premier. That is in assets. And then finally, we have smart finance rewards, the bank. Smart trading. Many of you deposit money in your traditional bank. Maybe you don't do as much anymore, but that's what we've been taught to do. Yeah. And, unless we are multi-millionaires depositing millions of dollars in accounts, we have seen, interest rates drop from, I remember I used to get 5% a year for my deposits way back. And then I remember it going to 3 and 2 and 1. And, now, I'll be lucky to get even 0.25% back per year. There's some countries, everybody, that are in negative interest rates. That means you have to pay to put your money into the bank. Over here, I'll give you some, here's my money, hold it for me, and I'll give you some more just to hold it for me. Yeah, that's negative interest rates, and welcome to the world. The bank, decentralized banking, it's banking, but without all the fuss, without the mess, without the intermediaries, with just, peer-to-peer, decentralized banking, where we get the level playing fields are evening out. It's not like you're a banker way up here and then you're, a citizen and you're way down here and you're working for the bankers. It's like, it's an equal playing field. Everybody's working together. Nobody's working for anyone. We're working together and our money is working for us. That's what's happening in the bank, okay? Think about your deposits in this bank, in the smart finance, because right now we can deposit and after we make the deposit and we're KYC, within 7 days we can start earning the rewards back. The base rate is 6%. So for your deposits at the bank, your base rate is 6% a year. When was the last time you got a 6% a year at your bank in a flexible account? Not one that you have to tie up for 5 years, but in a flexible account. Take in and out anytime you want. And you're seeing the rewards paid into your account daily. With a basic, on that 6% base, you get another 0.5% just to be a basic member. As a premier, on the 6% base rate, you get another 1%. If you're a premier member, you get another 1.5% if you are an explorer. So explorers lock in minimum 7.5% at the bank. Pathfinders, an extra 2%. They lock in minimum 8% a year on their deposits. Okay, daily pay. And legends, this is one of the main reasons people will want a legend, is to get an extra 4% on their deposits per year. Base rate is 6, add 4, you're at 10% locked in minimum at the bank on your deposits, okay? Paid daily. So, and then finally, the last one to take note of is active partner status. As we know now, our system for people, our path is very simple. People join either as a customer or they join as a partner. Customers get access to all of this with their Brand Advantage memberships. Okay, partners get access to all of this with their Brand Advantage memberships. But the other thing that partners get is active partner status, which means they can earn on all 7 ways of the comp plan if they are a Brand Advantage member. So whether they own a basic, a premier, explorer, pathfinder, or legend, you have an active status and now you are able to participate in all 7 ways, provided that you paid your $49 registration, okay? What separates a partner and a customer is customers can register for free and then they get their Brand Advantage package and they enjoy the access, okay? Partners register for $49 and then we get our Brand Advantage package to enjoy all the access, assets, and leverage. And a bonus is we get active status. Before we even have to refer anyone, we get active status in the system and we're able to enjoy all 7 ways of getting paid. So I hope that makes sense, everybody, and that helps you to posture in your mind how we've evolved from a pre-launch looking at these packages to now a launch and now access, assets, and leverage. Customers register for free. They get their Brand Advantage membership to enjoy all access, assets, and leverage. Partners register for $49. We get our Brand Advantage package so we can enjoy access, assets, leverage. And as a partner who owns a Brand Advantage member, we get an extra perk. We get instant active status in the system, which means before we even refer anybody, we can already start earning from all 7 ways in the comp plan. Okay, that's the nuts and bolts of it, everybody. I hope that made